Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. You're watching our video comparison between the Apple iPhone 6 Plus and the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Samsung has the recipe and the ingredients to make a fantastic phablet, and they have it with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, which is probably one of the most feature-rich smartphones out there. In contrast though, Apple is diving into the phablet space for the very first time with its iPhone 6 Plus. It's a new venture for them, so we're going to see how it could stack up against the Galaxy Note 3. Being phablets and all, these two handsets are pretty large and beefy in terms of their sizes, so they're better operated with two hands as opposed to one. Now on paper, the iPhone 6 Plus is technically longer than the Note 3, but Note 3 is just a smidgen wider and also thicker, but honestly, you're still going to use two hands with both devices. In terms of build quality and the construction, the iPhone 6 Plus has it by a little bit just because it's constructed out of aluminum, giving it a really nice solid construction and again a premium quality, whereas with the Note 3 it's a mostly plastic body thing accented by this chrome trim, but we do appreciate that it has that faux leather look with its rear casing. So they have similar button layouts. Below the displays you have their home buttons. The iPhone 6 Plus incorporates the Touch ID biometric fingerprint scanner in there. On the right side we have their power buttons, and on the left we have their volume controls. The iPhone 6 Plus's set of buttons are just a little bit more raised, but the responsiveness of both of them are pretty good. Some other noteworthy design characteristics of the Note 3 include its S Pen stylus, which tucks away into the body of the unit, just gives an added level of interaction with the device, and it goes to show that it really adheres to the productivity-minded user out there. You have a micro USB 3.0 port. It also features an IR blaster, so it doubles as a universal remote. And a comforting thing is that it also has a removable back cover, so you can gain access to its battery and also the micro SD card slot. There are several pleasant qualities about each display, but depending on your taste, you might like one over the other. The iPhone features a 5.5-inch 1080p Retina display, which is based on IPS LCD technology, while the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 packs a slightly larger 5.7-inch 1080p Super AMOLED display. On paper, the iPhone 6 Plus has the higher pixel density count, but in all fairness, when we look at them from a normal distance or even up close, it's really tough to tell the two apart. There are also other qualities that make the iPhone 6 Plus display more attractive than the Super AMOLED panel of the Note 3. Now for starters, with the overall brightness output, it's stronger with the iPhone 6 Plus, so outdoor visibility is not a problem, whereas with the Note 3, it tends to wash out and tough to view. When it comes to reproducing colors, the iPhone 6 Plus is better at that. You get mostly more saturated tones with the Note 3, so it's not as accurate, but again, it has that showroom factor. The other good thing about the AMOLED panel of the Note 3 is that it has really wide viewing angles. So as we dive in and explore their respective experiences, iOS 8 and the iPhone 6 Plus and Samsung's TouchWiz interface with the Galaxy Note 3, we notice something. It basically boils down to simplicity versus complexity, and that's honestly the theme between these two handsets. On the surface, the iOS 8 experience might look like previous iterations of the platform, but it does see a very crisp and clean look. But the core of all, it's all about simplicity, whereas with the Note 3, it's all about a lot of features. This doesn't have as many, but we do appreciate the ones that it does offer. For example, you have the one-handed mode here, so basically it shrinks the entire screen down, so everything's within a thumb level reaching area. And the second thing is its support for landscape with certain applications, similar to the iPad. So you tilt it, you're going to have an optimized look, and it's great seeing that it makes good use of the added real estate of the screen. However, the iOS 8 experience is not as comprehensive or fully featured rich compared to the TouchWiz experience here with the Note 3. In particular, we'll talk about the S Pen first. So basically, it gives us another way of interacting with the phone, and if you are a business type person, you'll really appreciate this. Or even for fun usage, for drawing or jotting down notes, it's a great tool to have. And the other things that make the experience here more productivity centric is that it's pretty rich with the multitasking aspects and of course the wealth of other secondary features that Samsung has included with its TouchWiz interface. Honestly, both phones are pretty responsive with their overall performance, so basic tasks are handled very well with the two. The iPhone 6 Plus is powered by Apple's new dual-core 1.4 GHz Apple A8 chip with 1 GB of RAM, whereas the Note 3, although it's a year old, its dual-core 2.3 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor with 3 GB of RAM is still an effective combo, but there's just more of a snappy responsiveness with the iPhone 6 Plus. Both are widely available for purchase here in the US as all 4 major carriers sell them, so that means you're going to get 4G LTE connectivity with both devices. So as far as the web browsing experience, they're both more than usable. Big screens, sharp displays are ideal, but the Note 3 benefits more with its secondary features, being able to scroll by just using your hand movements. You could have also the S Pen for the various functions it could do. And when it comes to connectivity features, other connectivity features, they pretty much offer the same set. They both have assisted GPS, Bluetooth, dual band Wi-Fi, and NFC, but the Note 3 has an IR blaster, so it essentially turns it into universal remote. Simplicity is once again in hand here with the iPhone 6 Plus when it comes to its camera app. It's very light with the manual controls and shooting modes. You have things like panoramic, square, your standard photo or video, a new slow motion at 240 frames per second, and time lapse. And as far as manual controls are concerned, the only thing we have is just the ability to adjust the focus and also the exposure. Whereas the Note 3, it's pretty rich with various shooting modes and manual controls. You could choose from a host of different ones, and you have even access to all the manual controls you could adjust. For example, the ISO, you could even change the exposure and everything. So it's pretty complex in what it could do. As for their cameras, the iPhone 6 Plus packs along an 8 megapixel iSight camera which features an f2.2 aperture lens. You have a True Tone dual LED flash, and you have also optical image stabilization and up to 1080p video recording, whereas with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, it has a larger size 13 megapixel autofocus camera with a single LED flash and has up to 4K video recording. Honestly, both phones are exquisite. When it comes to taking photos, their cameras are excellent, especially outdoors where sun is present. They take some immaculate looking shots. The advantage with the Galaxy Note 3 is that it has a slight advantage in the detail department, so it's better for cropping post-shot. With the iPhone 6 Plus, colors tend to come out on the warmer side versus the cooler tones with the Galaxy Note 3. But the iPhone 6 Plus really excels under lower lighting conditions where there's less noise present in its shots, and on top of that, it generally just has a sharper look. Likewise, they record exquisite looking 1080p videos. You won't be disappointed. Great looking visuals, more ideal for the occasion. The optical image stabilization of the iPhone 6 Plus helps a lot in keeping things very smooth, so it's not shaky at all. But an advantage with the Note 3 is that it features also 4K video recording, so you get a whole lot more detail with its quality. We don't find one music player to be more attractive than the other. As far as their audio qualities are concerned, they both are very pleasant, but the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 has a slightly stronger output at 76 decibels versus the 71.6 decibel tally of the iPhone 6 Plus. If you're going to be doing a whole lot of video watching, we probably prefer using the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, although the iPhone 6 Plus is more than equipped to handle the occasion. But the reason why we'd go with the Note 3 is that it has a slightly larger display, of course, but the more pressing matter here is that the Super AMOLED panel gives the display a very lively look, so when you're watching it in dark, it really captures your attention. On top of that, there's the multitasking aspect in play where you could actually do other things while also watching a video. Battery life is average with these two phablets, meaning you're going to get all-day usage from a full charge. That's unless you're going to be doing some heavy workload on it. But in our battery benchmark test, the iPhone 6 Plus edges out the Note 3 by a little bit. It achieves a tally of 6 hours and 32 minutes, whereas with the Note 3, it's at 6 hours, 8 minutes. If you're looking for more beauty and design for your phablet, you're going to want to stick with the iPhone 6 Plus. Its design is just premium from head to toe, in contrast to the plastic body of the Galaxy Note 3. On the flip side though, if you're all about getting work done and have a high level of productivity, you're going to get a lot more out of it with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Its software features combined with the S Pen just makes it a very well-rounded package in that regard. So as of right now, the pricing benefits the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 because it's been out for quite some time, and depending on where you go, you get it for a really low price point, whereas with the iPhone 6 Plus, you're looking to pay the normal $300 on-contract price for it. So if you guys want to learn more about either device, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. It's John V. Thanks for watching.